what's up guys, and thanks for tuning into the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Saint Seiya Saint Cloth Myth EX, the Gold Saint Gemini Saga. Now let's take a quick look at the box. A very nice starry box here with Gemini Saga himself standing on the front, and this is actually the revived version, the revival version. You can see it was released in 2017. Now, interesting fact, the original release of Gemini Saga, EX version, was the first Saint Cloth Myth EX figure to be released, and I believe that was back in 2011. I'm not sure, but I know that for a fact this is the reissued version. So on the side here we see we got him throwing his Galaxian Explosion, which is his signature attack. And the original release actually came with a special effect part for that, for the special attack, which this one does not come with, sadly. And on the back here, we see the name Gemini Saga. We got different poses of him. We can see the different faces in that evil face, and as well as the object mode down here. And on the side here, we see the Gemini cloth. And on the top, we got this nice star kind of pattern. And on the bottom, we got a bunch of words and stuff. And now with all of these original boxes, this was actually made to resemble the original box. You can actually slide off the top sleeve. Now, after you slide that off, you can see that we got a nice design here of a box. And in the show, these were actually called cloth boxes, and they would actually house the cloth that the character would wear. And if you see on the front here, we got a little drawing of a Gemini. So we got the two twins here, and this is actually the Gemini gold cloth box. So it's very cool. Very nice little box. So let's get this out of the way, and let's take a quick look at the cloth mode, because I've already assembled that. So here it is. We have the Gemini gold cloth. You can see there's two faces if I bring that close. See, there's two faces. There's, I'm guessing, a happy one on this side. And if we look on the other side, careful not to drop it, this one's more of a sterner face. It's not as happy. So, and we got forearms. This kind of just resembles the fact that in this character himself, Gemini Saga himself, he has two different personalities, as we also saw from the back of the box, where we saw his evil face. So, very cool, very shiny, and most of it is die-cast metal, as always. So I'm just gonna put him off to the back here, and let's bring in the figure real quick. So this is the Gemini Saga figure. Very skinny looking, and I think for the most part, this is the exact same figure that they had back in 2011. Now, there has been some minor tweaks here and there. I think most notably are the joints here at the hips. They are very tight, and they will hold up the figure without an issue. Some of the older Myth Cloth EX figures back in the day, they had loose joints, especially in the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And just imagine a figure wearing a whole suit of armor that's actually made of die-cast metal with weak legs. It just doesn't end up well. So I'm really glad that they did tune up some of these joints up here. So a quick look at that face. It's a very serious looking face. He saw some of that white frosting on his hair. And very long hair in the back. He's got a black suit and just gold feet. Now, articulation real quick. Head is on a double swivel and a hinge in the middle. Base of the neck is on a ball joint, so quite a bit of articulation there. You got a ball joint here at the shoulder, so you get some butterfly joint there. And we got rotation all the way around. A lift, this is very tight as well, that goes up to 90. We get a bicep swivel here, double jointed elbow, and a ball hinge at the wrist. Getting the arms out of the way. We got a diaphragm here that actually extends due to the armoring process, but we also have a ab crunch that goes forward that much, as well as back that much, which is pretty good. We got a swivel here at the waist. We got legs that kick forward this far, just to 90, and kick back pretty much close to 90. We can do the splits here to the side, Very nice. We can do thigh swivel here. We also get pretty much 180 at the knee. And we got an ankle swivel here. We got a rocker that goes in this much and out that much. As well as we got a pivot that goes up this far and down this far. As well as a toe pivot that goes up that much. So pretty good articulation for a Mythcloth EX. And I've probably said it before and I'll say it again. Not much compared to a Figure Arts, but again, you won't be posing this guy as much as you would an SH Figure Arts figure. So I'm just going to put him off to the back. And last but not least, since I have the God form of this cloth ready as well, we can just do like a side-by-side comparison here with these two cloths. So the God cloth came out, I think, in around 2017. Now the thing is, I actually got both of these guys in addition to another special set here, which I'll just show you real quick. In addition to this thing right here, the Pope Ares special edition set, as part of a huge special edition set for when they released. I'm just gonna see if I can move everything off the camera first, because this is a huge box. I got all this as part of a special set, because I think that's when Bandai decided, you know what, we're just gonna like re-release a bunch of older stuff, because it's been a long time since he was initially released, and I think a lot of people were just like, they're wanting this guy to come back out. So Bandai was like, you know what, I'm just going to release a giant set that has the original gold, the Pope Ares set, as well as the God form of the figure. And yeah, this was not cheap, but I'm still glad I got it, because I think this is really hard to find. So I will be going over that Pope Ares set as well sometime in the future, but for now, let's do a quick comparison here. So this is the regular gold, this is the God gold, and you can see the progression of the Gemini cloth. I really like how you can pretty much see that what was once one figure with kind of two personalities is now splitting up into two completely different entities. And I really like that imagery there. So let's bring them off to the side. And let's bring this guy back, and just give me a few minutes. I will stand there. I will take all the armor off of the object mode, and then I will armor Saga himself up, and I will be right back. Alright guys, and here we are back with Gemini Saga, all wearing his gold cloth. You see, very, very nice. It's very golden yellow. Fairly simple armor here. Very, very nice. We got that face. Just pretty much lots of lines and lots of detailing and engravings. The bottom here is actually, this is plastic. I don't know if you can see. There's like kind of like that die-cast texture, and then down here it's like completely smooth. So this is plastic. But other than that, I mean, this part here is plastic. Other than that, it's pretty good. It's all metal for the most part. I mean, this little piece on the back here is plastic as well. But other than that, everything is all metal. Looks very nice. So we're just going to place them here. Let's take a quick look at some of the accessories that this guy comes with. So we're going to start off with the faces. Now, there are two special faces that are actually only meant to go with different accessories. So I will show those off in a sec, but we're going to take a look at the faces that are actually meant to go with him. So he's got the stern face on him right now. I'm just going to bring him close so you can take a better look. See, that's pretty stern right there. We got a closed eye face. His faces are very shiny. I don't know why. And we also have a open mouth screaming face. Now, to switch the faces, what we're going to do is pull the front piece of his hair right off, just like that. Make sure the back piece still stays on, because we need that to stay on. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pop his face off as well, just like that. We're going to bring in, let's give him the screaming face. We're going to peg these two peg holes onto those two holes, or sorry, these two pegs onto those two holes right there. Just like that. Make sure that plugs in all the way. Perfect, just like that. We're going to take this hairpiece, we're going to plug that back on. And here we have Gemini Saga doing his scream. Now, let's actually take a look at another accessory for this guy, a very special accessory. Now, if you remembered in my God of War Ares review, I said that Ares was actually based on the evil Gemini Saga. Now here we have the evil hair set for Gemini Saga. Yes, this actually does come with a set, which is very nice. And for this, he also comes with a special face, the evil Gemini Saga face. That just looks freaky. Now, to switch all of this, what we're going to do actually is we're going to have to decapitate him. So, we're going to grab the body and literally just rip, make sure we get a nice hold, rip that head right off, and this big hair piece will come off as well. Stand him off in the back, no face plants. So, we don't need this hair piece anymore. We're going to replace it with this white one. And for this head, what we're going to do is we're going to take off the front hair piece like we did earlier. We're also going to just take this head stock off, so we don't need these blue hair pieces. We're going to put them off to the side. And all we really need, we don't even need the face. Pull that off too. We just need this headstock. Now what we're going to do now is take the evil face and just kind of slide that on just like that. We're going to take our hairpiece, split that in half as well. Pull off the front piece, just like that. We're going to take the back piece, put it behind right here. Just plug everything in. And we're going to take the front piece, we're just going to slide that on top. So now we have him with the evil head and hair. Now to finish this look, we're going to take the long hair piece, thread it through this little peg. We're going to peg this piece right back on his neck. Just make sure that actually pegs in, just like that. And here we have the evil version of Gemini Saga. And I think it's really, really nice that they actually included this extra piece to give him that evil look that he actually had in the show. Now, I just want to do a quick comparison right now to compare it with the God of War himself. Because afterwards, I will be switching the, because we haven't even looked at his helm yet and all that. So I just want to bring this guy in right here so we can actually see that it is the exact same. Well, I wouldn't say exact same face, but it is based on this guy right here. We see we got the red eyes with this guy, and if we bring this guy close, or just lift him up, we can see we got some red eyes here as well. So, yeah, like I said, in Seiya show, what I'm guessing, I haven't watched it, what I'm guessing is the God of War inhabits the evil Gemini Saga's body, and then pretty much takes him over and becomes the God of War. So yeah, there's that. Let's bring this guy off to the side. Good, so now let's go back to this guy. Now, the next accessory that we have is this helm. This is the Gemini Saga helmet. I think it looks a bit like a clown, but it looks really bulky, and I just don't think that it looks really good as a battle helm. Looks a little bit like a crown as well. I said clown the first time, not crown. But it does look like a crown as well, a little bit like a crown, which is fitting for him because he is the strongest gold saint. So, he also does come with a special face piece just for this crown piece. Now, if you watch the show, you'll know that he is actually able to control his cloth without his body. When he was acting as Pope, he had his cloth form the cloth object mode and stay in the Gemini temple, and that was actually able to manifest into kind of like a phantom wearing the Gemini gold cloth. And basically what it would look like is, it would be like this. You would see like literally a faceless person wearing the Gemini cloth. And to recreate that, what we're going to do is, we're going to decapitate him again. That came off fairly easily, actually. And we won't need this hairpiece. We won't need any hairpiece. We won't need this face because we're going to be using that special face. I'm going to put this face on. And let's leave this hairpiece off. I'm actually going to bring the blue hairpiece back on. Took me a second, I was thinking about that. So we got this piece back on. What we're going to do is we're going to plug that back on his head, just like so. And to finish the look here, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this helm piece and we're literally just going to plug it right down on his noggin. Just like that. Make sure it actually plugs in and fits. Let's just leave it at that. I think that's good enough. So here we have the mystery Gold Saint with the no eyes, no face. I guess there's a face here, but no eyes and wearing the helm. And this is what he looks like wearing that helmet. And you know what? Let's just keep it on because I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. Now, the other accessories that he comes with some extra hands here. So he has the fists that are on him right now. He also comes with 2 open palms, just like that. He comes with 2 half open palm claw hands. He also comes with a pointer finger, which is actually used for his, I think it was the Imperial Illusion Fist, where he can pretty much mind control anyone he wants to do his bidding. And to change the hands, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the forearm, grab the hand, just rip that right off. And we're going to take this forearm, or the hand arm, we're going to pull that right off as well. And let's give him the half claw hand. We're going to take these 2 pegs on the back of the armor. We're going to peg them onto these little pegs here. Plop. And make sure we're holding onto the forearm and putting our finger on the elbow to make sure that this forearm armor doesn't pop right off. We're just going to push that right in. And here we have Gemini Saga, or whoever is wearing the cloth, with that claw hand. Now, the final accessory that this guy comes with, because he is a Gold Saint, of course, he has to come with a cape. Now, this is a pretty standard Gold Saint cape. We have white on the back, blue on the front. And I'm not sure if there's any shading. I believe there is. It's not very clear. I don't know if you can actually see it on the camera. There's a little bit of shading starting from kind of here. It's just very, very, very little, very faint bluish shading. But I think it's pretty good. The pieces are a little loose, so I don't think they'll really hold up their poses too well. But I guess we'll see later on when we're taking the photos. So to put this piece on, what we're going to do is get this hair piece out of the way. And the helmet will just pop off, so we're going to pull that off. We're going to take our thumb and just peel off this little plastic piece here, which reveals this big peg hole on the back. We're going to take this cape, big peg, I'm going to put it into that hole here on the back. Just plug that in, make sure it clicks, just like that. And you do want to be careful with the shoulder pads, as I was not. Thank God it didn't break. But we want to make sure that it clears the shoulder pads. We'll just make sure they're not really hitting against each other, and we should be fine. Just like so. Let's give him his helmet back. Just like that. Here we have him, Gemini Saga, wearing this cape. And it is a 3-piece cape, so it poses fairly well. You can have him in a lot of different poses here. I really don't like this helmet. Just like that. Now, for some quick comparisons, here we actually have his nemesis, which is actually the Gold Saint, Sagittarius Gold Saint Aiolos. The 2 contenders for the status of Pope. Now, in the show, the original Pope actually ended up choosing Aiolos to be the new Pope, and Saga was actually very, very unhappy with that. And that was when the evil side of Saga, because he is a Gemini Saint, he was always torn between his good and evil side. The evil side started to manifest and become even stronger, to the point where he ended up killing the original Pope and branded Aiolos as a traitor. And he basically became the ultimate villain of the first arc of Saint Seiya. So, spoilers, but I'm pretty sure this show came out like 35 years ago. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you have had a lot of time to do a lot of research. So I wouldn't really say there's spoilers at this point. So there's that. Bring that guy off to the side. And we already took a look with him with the God of War Ares. So what's next is, let's just bring in the God form of Gemini Saga here. Also have him in his helm. And if we just bring him in close, we can see that a lot of the stuff is the exact same. It's just everything on the God cloth is much more augmented. We got a lot more details and engravings here on the God cloth compared to the gold cloth. When we look at the shoulder pads, they're both got a flat top and kind of the hexagon at the front and just a curve on the side. Big knee pads down here. Very clownish looking helms, although they also look like crowns. And yeah, very, very nice designs. So yeah, that is my review of the Saint Seiya Saint Cloth Myth EX Gemini Saga. I really like this figure, and I really like the fact that with the reissue, which is what this revival line is, they really tightened up some of the joints, which were really, really problematic in some of the early releases. Now, besides that, everything else is unchanged. We do not get the special effect parts with his Galaxian explosion, but I feel like that's okay. That's not a huge loss. So we're still... It's just nice that we're actually getting a reissued figure of this guy, because he was the first one that was released, and actually getting the original version is extremely, extremely hard and extremely, extremely expensive. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. Also, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications, as that really helps YouTube get to notice my channel and further encourages me to continue to put out more quality content. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.